Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. It is a bonus read. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for all the views, the clicks, for being in the comments, for your thumbs up, all of that stuff, the shares, all the things that you do. Thank you so much for building this tribe. It is getting bigger and bigger by the day. Thanks, Scorpio. I do appreciate you. So I'm here to do a bonus read. How do you get a bonus read for your sign? Well, anytime that a sign brings between 700 and 1,000 clicks, I know that you're interested in more reads, right? You're giving me your energy. So as long as you're giving me your energy, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep giving you bonus reads. And so if you are here for the first time and you just tripped over at Ten of Cups Tarot, welcome. I hope that you will stay. The subscription button is where it's always been. If you're interested, I hope you will stay and hit that bell button. I read for the water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, on a Tuesday. All right, here we go. So this bonus read does not have dates or times. You know that already if you're the ride or die, and if you are, thank you. And I intend to read for the current energy or the future. This is not a past energy read. All right, Scorpio, let's find out what's going on with you. Tell me about Scorpio, please. We do have the Five of Cups. What's going on here? There's a little bit of sadness, some regret, possibly over love. Possibly over a love ship, something like that. The Two of Cups is here. We do have the Nine of Pentacles. It tells me, I feel, Scorpio, that you're feeling regretful. Look, I feel like it's sadness and regret from something that went on in the past that was emotional. That's what it feels like, some sort of an emotional attachment. But I want to say with the Nine of Pentacles that I feel like although you're still sad and regretful, I feel like you're confident that you did the right thing. That you did the right thing, I feel. I feel like you're better off. Yeah, it feels like you are growing, that you're really solid and sturdy and stable. You look really good. I want to say that although you still have regret from whatever didn't work out, I feel like leaving wherever you were, I feel like it worked out in your favor. Got the Nine of Swords. Yeah, you still think about it. You still dream about it. The thing is that I feel like you go back and forth between the Nine of Swords and the Justice. She does have a sword, right? So we could call it 10, I suppose. We could call 10 swords. It feels like it's the truth came out and it was a betrayal. That's what it feels like. The truth came out with the Justice card here, and it needed to be seen. And I want to say that there was somebody here who was kind of lying to you, not being real with you. I feel like two people just were not looking the same way. Like I feel like two people were going in different directions. And I want to say that it ended up in a betrayal. And I feel like the sadness here is what we're looking at. But I want to say that you did become single, but it feels like it was the best thing to do. You did the right thing, I want to say. Tell me why the Five of Cups is here. We have the Five of Cups because of the Chariot being in the reverse. You couldn't do it anymore. It wasn't going anywhere. It was stuck in the mud. It wasn't going anywhere. We do have the Three of Wands. You waited, though. You waited, hoping, praying that things would work. It feels like the Chariot's in the reverse and the Two of Swords is here. You tried to get balance the best that you could, but I feel like there was something here that you couldn't ignore. That's what it feels like. If you felt stuck, feels like this wasn't going anywhere, and you were waiting. You waited for a really long time, probably. If this is a love relationship, it feels like you did wait for a while before you moved forward. But I feel like it took a long time because the Two of Swords is here. It's like it took you a long time with the Three of Wands here. It took you a long time to see the situation for what it actually was. And I feel like when you did see it, it made you sad, Five of Cups, because it was some sort of a betrayal. I think it ends up making you single after all, but I want to say that justice is what you needed. You needed everything to become even, sturdy and stable. It feels like you had to, I think it's almost like it was a karmic quest, I'm going to say, that it was like a thing that you had to do in order to be able to clear your karma. I feel like you had gotten yourself into a cycle that you usually get into, because this is, to me, is the person who is in the same cycle over and over and over, and it doesn't matter who you're with. And that's usually why relationships crash and burn one after the other, because we don't do anything different than we always did. We do the same thing and we get what we always got. So I feel like this was the end of the road. Like it feels like the Two of Swords for me is like, that's it. It's enough. I got to take off the mask. I got to take off the blindfold and see it for what it really is. And once you did, what you saw made you sad. Because a lot of people spend a lot of years cutting those little red hearts out of those red flags. A lot of people do, because they will do anything, literally anything, not to be alone. But I think that you realize that you are strong enough to be alone. You're strong and stable. You make your own money. You're sturdy. You look good. You're confident that you can do this on your own. Tell me why justice is here, please. I feel like you hung around for a while because you didn't want to see it for what it was, but it was blocking your future. It was blocking your future. Tell me why justice is here, please. For Scorpio, tell me why justice is here. We have the Lovers, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's like you were like, is this really my wish fulfillment? Is this what it is? It's like you wanted to stay for a while because you're trying to figure out if this really was your wish fulfillment. I feel like the person that you were with is somebody who you felt is a soulmate, someone that you felt very connected to. I feel like you had to make a choice, and it was a hard choice. The choice was between what I feel is wish fulfillment and balance, justice, the truth coming out. It feels like there was some sort of a truth that you learned by taking off the blindfold. It feels like there was a betrayal going on behind your back. I don't like when it's that dramatic, but I can't ignore that, we have the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Swords. It's like you're stuck in your head wondering, like not making a decision, can't make a decision. I feel really stuck. I feel like my hands are tied. It feels like is this my wish fulfillment? Like, is this it? Like, that's what it feels like. But I think you made the best choice for everybody with this justice energy here. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Page of Swords. Yeah, it's a realization. It feels like it's a realization that that we need to talk about this. It was clarity that came from the universe. It feels like you wondered, is this really the life contract? Because we really need to talk about this. What was the betrayal? We have the Five of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Queen of Coins. So the betrayal was, I feel that somebody stepped out on the other person. The Queen of Wands to me is the person who is the other person, the other woman, the other man. And it feels like there's somebody's beating themselves up over it. We've got the Five of Wands. Somebody's beating themselves up over losing you. That's what it feels like. Yeah, they didn't want to lose you. I feel like you're the one that brought everything. You're the one that was the Queen of Coins, feminine or masculine, right? Don't get confused with the women on the cards. Because these queens they do have feminine leaning energy, but they also have masculine energy, so it can be either one. I want to say it was the third eye that opened here, my friend, that made you see something for what it was, that you were being betrayed. It might have been through money. It might have been through your pentacle stuff, because we do have the justice bringing out the Nine of Swords. It's like you worried about it for a long time, and then when justice finally came and the truth came out, it was probably about finances. Or maybe that's what started it, was finances. It feels like that was the beginning of it. I feel like somebody betrayed you with the Queen of Wands. Somebody who is stepping outside of the relationship. I feel like this Queen of Wands feels very guilty for the way that it happened. I think to you, this person portrayed themselves as the Queen of Pentacles, someone who's stable, sturdy, grounded, who's moving in the right direction, someone who's stabilized their energy to be with you. But I feel like this person they had another face. Like, that's what it feels like. This person had another face, right? You can see that the Queen of Pentacles is looking straight at you, but the other face is turned the other way. Feels like somebody had two faces. They were showing you one, and they were showing somebody else all of the other. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles, please. I feel like after the betrayal, you couldn't be there anymore. We have the Six of Wands, we have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Hanged Man. Yeah, it took you a long time to make this decision. It does feel like this person, I want to say that this person was always getting a lot of attention. Feels like they always had a lot of attention, but they wouldn't give a lot of attention to you. It feels like they were like withholding the attention. And that's what sort of made you think, like, why is this going on? This person is showing me they're the Queen of Coins, that they're, solid and grounded, somebody who values things, values a relationship. I feel like with the Hanged Man energy here, that it's like you had to get a different perspective, and that means that you can't move slow, right? Or means that you can't move fast. I mean, you had to move slow. It feels like your person or this person, I feel like this is the same person, I want to say. And it does feel like the Queen of Coins is the face that they gave you, and then the Queen of Wands is when your back was turned is what it was. It feels like this person does feel guilty for feeling like that, but I want to say that, there are those people, right? There are those people that no matter if they're in a relationship or if they're married, they must have attention. Yes, feminine or masculine, that they must always flirt, that they must always have attention. And it doesn't matter who it's from, they'll just need to create attention. And that's what the Six of Wands is giving me here. That they didn't give you attention. They didn't give you a whole lot of attention, but they got a whole lot of attention from other people. And I feel like you thought about that for a while. Why is this going on the way that it is? We have the Three of Swords. The Knight of Swords. So you had a conversation that really broke your heart. I feel like you finally say it out loud is what it is. And that's why you're in the Nine of Pentacles here. And the thing is that the Nine of Pentacles is single, but it's not just single. It is stability. It's, I'm confident. I'm doing well on my own. I feel like you, with the Strength card here, that it felt like you had to find the courage to say something, but it took you a really long time with the Hanged Man energy. I think you were there for a long while, feeling left out in the cold. It's like this person is someone who just needed to get attention no matter whatever way they did it. It could also be a situation where somebody was always going out with their friends and leaving you home. No, I'm going out with the girls. No, I'm going out with the guys. You know what I mean? You weren't getting the attention, but everyone else was getting the attention. And finally, you found the courage to speak up about it, that your heart was broken and you didn't like it, but then you found out there was a betrayal. I feel like there was a Ten of Swords and incident here. The betrayal, yeah, it was about love here. I feel like your person, I feel like they did have two faces here, and I feel like they were planning on putting you out in the cold, right? We see the Five Pentacles, but this is the Eight of Pentacles. So there are plans here. It's like they were planning to leave you out in the cold. They made it look like they were putting in a lot of effort when they gave you the Queen of Pentacles face, but when they got into the Queen of Wands energy when you weren't around, that's probably why they were going out with their friends, because they were flirting. Feminine or masculine, it doesn't have to be feminines. But the King of Cups here tells me that you have way more love to give. You have a depth of self. You love yourself. And that you're on this path of loving self. So I feel like somebody had planned to leave all along. I feel like they really enjoyed the time that they had in this stable, sturdy pentacle world. Somebody here was offering a lot of money or physical, comforts of home, it feels like. But it feels like that's what the betrayal was. It feels like you find out the Five of Swords is here. And then we have the Nine of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So this person was your soulmate. It feels like it's a sad thing, because I feel like if you two would have gone the whole way through, that you could have, had world domination. You could have built some sort of really big financial empire. But I feel like what is around the corner here, if it hasn't happened yet for you, what is around the corner is some sort of a conversation that's going to end up with a broken heart, because somebody's going to be really harsh with their words. It's like somebody has had enough. Somebody finally has had enough and has the courage to come out as the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the Gemini energy, and Gemini is not going to shy away from a damn thing. Nope. This person is, rebellious, but they're very courageous and brave. This is somebody who's just going to throw the information at you and let you figure it out. It's like you confront them and then they start throwing up smoke screens. And they're like, well, figure it out then. If you think you're so smart, figure it out. That's what it feels like. We do have the Nine of Wands. So for some of you, if this hasn't happened yet, and it's not for all of you, understand it is a general reading, right? So it might be around the corner because of the Nine of Wands. It feels like somebody here is just exhausted with the whole situation. And I think that's why the Nine of Pentacles is here. I think that's why you become single, that the whole situation exhausts you. But I feel like for some of you, if this hasn't happened yet, that the Nine of Wands is indicating it's right around the corner. Because the Ace of Wands is what brings the Nine of Wands to an end, lets you drop the burdens, right? But we don't have the Ace of Wands here. We sure don't. So I want to say with this energy here, it feels like somebody has learned their lesson. I want to say with the Page of Swords showing up, somebody dug for information and then gave clarity to the other person and said, I know what you're up to, and now I've got boundaries, so you need to go. That's what it feels like here. I feel like I'm the Grim Reaper this week, telling everybody that things are about to end. Look, maybe it's not your story. Maybe it's not. And if it's not, don't take it. But it does feel like you are going to find out about something that you're going to see as a betrayal. And that when the truth comes out, the truth is this, is that the Five of Pentacles are there and somebody was planning on leaving you all along. That's what it feels like. That they maybe gave you lip service and told you that they were going to work on it with you because they loved you a lot. King of Cups is here. I want to say that's your energy, right? But you're on a new path, right? And this new path is the seeds of intention. You threw those, and they grew from the 7 to the 9. 2 Pentacles. You worked really hard, and so I feel like you're walking away. I feel like you're walking away and going to end up being single. Sorry to tell you that. We do have the Page of Coins here. There's an opportunity coming here that is going to be quite overwhelming. It's not going to come, like, it's not in the immediate future, I would say. It's probably 8 weeks away, I would say. And the Devil energy is telling me that there is something here. Ooh, some communications coming in, and you're going to find out. It almost feels like this person, you're going to find out that they are getting married, or that they've, you know, the Faith card is the Hierophant, right? That's getting the, what is the word I'm looking for? It is the, somebody is celebrating that they're getting married. They get a commitment. But you know what this person's about, right? You know that they're Devil energy. You know that. You know they have 2 faces. So I feel like in the future, in the very near future, whenever this goes down, shortly after that, you find out that somebody here is actually going to marry somebody else. Yeah, standing up, saying what you got to say. I feel like somebody here is going to deliver the message to you. It's going to let you know that things are, that somebody here, the person who was playing around here on you, I feel like that person is getting married to someone else. That's what it feels like. Look, I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you, Scorpio, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you, even though I'm sort of the angel of death today. Thank you so much. I don't mean to, I'm not laughing at whatever's going on. I'm not, but I just feel like sometimes I put down the cards and they're this way, and I'm like, well, I'm sorry if this is happening to you, but you know, I'm one of those readers that's not blowing smoke. So it is what it is. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to go for now, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.